What is good, team? We are back in a new series. I think we've called this one the Pro Series now. The lead up to my first pro show. So this is officially IFBB Pro Kyle Radjo coming at you from Bethnal Green, Muscleworks. This place is mental. So we touched down in the UK this week. First workout here. Not the first workout in the UK, but first workout here, which is the iconic bodybuilding gym of London. But just some quick updates. We've locked in our first pro show, so you guys are the first ones to hear about it. We're doing the IFBB Pro Poland show in like 3 weeks. So we're off to Poland, which is going to be awesome. Dean's going to be there, Gabby's coming along with us. We're going to have a bit of a crew there, and we've got some friends and subscribers over in Poland. So it's going to be an awesome trip over there to kind of catch up with some people and do my first pro show, which is super exciting. So kicking this one off, we've got our hams, delts and arm session, trying to get the layout of the land of this gym. So we're just going to go through it, have some fun, find some cool pieces of equipment to use, and try and stick to the program as best as possible, not get too carried away. Starting off, 2 sets, hamstring curls, seated. Actually the same machine I've been using this whole prep, so life is good. 2 sets, 10 to 15 reps here. Right. Yeah, buddy. Sheesh. Hamstring curls done. What have we got today? Like 3 sets of hamstrings and then a bunch of delts and arms. So we're gonna push it. I had 160 here for like 8 or 10 last week. Actually no, the week before, because I competed last week. So just taking a small load jump this week and see how it feels. 6 to 10 reps. This is my one heavy hard set, so I'm gonna give it a good crack. If this feels nice, I may do another set, I may not. But really just kind of balancing fatigue at this point. So if this is hard enough, then we move on to our arms and delts portion of this session. Oh yeah. Alright, hamstring curls done, RDL's done. Little PR on the RDL, which is nice. Onto the upper body portion now. Machine shoulder press, so 2 sets here. This is actually really cool. This is a Pinata piece. I haven't seen this in many gyms, so really nice overhead press variation. Just because I haven't been using dumbbells, so certainly rather use this. Alright, that's my 2 sets done there. Onto some triceps and then biceps. Alright, shoulders out of the way, onto triceps. So 1 set of just straight bar or easy bar push downs before I move on to biceps. And I think this is a funny question I got about training splits and training structure from one of the boys that I coach around like mixing upper body with lower body and whether it's like the right way to do it or the wrong way to do it. And I think in reality, how you structure your sessions, your training split doesn't really matter so long as you account for your total weekly training volume and it's structured in a way that makes the most sense to you. And I think what I've found anecdotally, both myself and my clients, is that when we structure sessions where we can add maybe some lower body onto an upper body session or some upper body onto a lower body session, it allows us to train more frequently, which allows us to do more volume, and potentially allows us to get better quality training, because even with this session, I only had like 3 or 4 sets of hamstrings at the start and then a bunch of arms at the end. So neither are going to detract from each other. And if you were to do, for example, like a bicep specialization or a tricep specialization program, you might tack some extra training volume onto your leg sessions where the leg sessions aren't going to impact your arm training. So it's a really great way to just increase overall training volume, frequency, and like I said, quality to get the most out of your training. But 1 set here, 8 to 12, somewhere there. See how this feels. Reps. 1 set tricep push-downs done. Onto my single arm over the shoulder tricep push-downs. 2 working sets here, and then 2 working sets on biceps, and some lateral delts. These sessions are getting hard, man. This is like the first hard week back into training after like comp. It was kind of like a bit of a muck around week, like deload-ish. And then obviously we've been traveling, so been training in different gyms. But that's no excuse. Food's been on, cardio's been on, well, activity's been on, no cardio. Training's been on, albeit in different gyms, different equipment, but just like managing effort, so making sure that we are training hard, because it is, man, like first pro show, so we're not mucking around. We're taking it to the end of this season and really pushing. So onto here, 2 sets, get it done, and then we're off for some biceps. All right, so single arm cross body lateral raises. I think they've probably got to be one of my favorite delt isolation movements. Number one, because it's God, I can't even think. Unilateral. It's a unilateral exercise. So unilateral exercises allow us to get higher output, basically more motor unit recruitment to the muscles you're trying to train, because you're just hitting one side at a time. It also allows you to get a big nasty stretch. So in terms of training delts, we do have variability in implements with cables, dumbbells, machines, and also different resistance profiles. So movements that target the lengthened or stretch position, movements that target more mid or shortened position. So lots and lots of variations. I like to use a variety of different movements, different machines, different strength or resistance profiles in order to grow my delts. But I think by far this is probably going to be one of my favorites. Mama. All right, so to finish off biceps, and just because we're in a cool gym with some cool equipment, probably a piece of machinery that you'll never see in any other gym, is the old school Strive equipment. So if you guys are familiar with like all the new Prime equipment, this is kind of what it was based on. You've got the adjustable resistance profile. So you've got the sort of mid peg, lengthened peg or shortened peg. And the general rationale being that you fatigue quickest in that sort of shortened position. So with this mid peg, it does sort of load mid to shorten, which we would do in our first set. As fatigue accumulates, second, third set onwards, we might change the resistance profile to be more lengthened biased, so it's harder in the bottom. So with 2 sets here, I might do the first one in the mid peg, and the second one I'll do it in a lengthened peg for this single arm machine preacher curl. Alright guys, that is us done, hands, delts, arms, wrapped up in the iconic Muscleworks gym here in Bethnal Green, London, which is absolutely crazy. It's kind of like this nostalgic step back in time with all the cool bodybuilding murals around the gym and just some really cool old school equipment. So, thoroughly enjoyed my time here. Big shout out to Sav for having us here. But this kind of kicks off like video 1 of the Pro Series, lead up into the Pro Show, which is in officially 22 days, holy shit, like 3 weeks. So, I'm gonna try and keep you guys updated as much as possible like we have been in the previous series, as many videos as we can, as we make our way around Europe, the UK, and some fun places along the way outside of Europe and the UK. But, until next time guys, make sure you like, comment, share, most importantly subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with what we are doing, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, if not Monday. Peace.